We were chilling. Then we had sex in the kitchen, in my shower, in my bed, the couch. In other words, we had sex all over the house, all over the house, all over the house. In other words, we had sex all over the house, all over the house, all over the house. In other words, we had sex all over. Hello, 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 mate. We're back. We're back. It's 2011 and Konsept1's footy blog is back. This is Konsept1, aka Cheeky Dan, and it's talk football time. Okay? This is the time to talk some football. Now, got some big subjects ahead of us. Champions League, of course. Wow, some big scores, big decisions were made. Firstly, Tottenham, yeah, 4-0 to Real Madrid. I mean, come on, mate. You can play with Inter. You can play with an under strength Inter. You can play with a not so good Real Madrid team. Great on paper, not so good on the pitch. You know, they're good, but not great. But yeah, when it comes to playing real competition, Jesus Christ, you guys fall apart hard. Shakhtar Donetsk versus CF Barcelona. I was really hoping that Shakhtar could take the match to Barcelona and attack them. They weren't able to. Unfortunately, the final score was 5-1. So it set up a semi-final position with Real Madrid going to be able to play CF Barcelona, and that would be huge. The other match, Schalke 04 versus Inter. Schalke coming from behind twice and winning 5-2 over the holders Internazionale. And last night, Chelsea versus Man United. Oh, broke my heart, as you all know. 1-0. It's not out of the question for Chelsea. It's not undoable for Chelsea by far. 1-0. I mean, we should have scored, I'd say, 2. We had enough chances to score at least 2 goals. But again, that's the thing with Chelsea lately, the way we've been playing. We've been creating a few chances, but the inspiration in the final third. Torres is now going another game without scoring, which, of course, will be an issue with all the media. I mean, the media continue to make mountains out of every Fernando Torres molehill. I mean, I probably the only one in the world who doesn't think he played a terrible match. I thought he played well, actually. I mean, when he got out in the open, he was lively. The one decision, there was a penalty decision that, to me, was a clear penalty. All the pundits have come out and they've said it was a clear penalty. But, the decisions with the refs, we have to live with in the end, We can complain, we can talk as much shit as we want. But in the end, all we can really do is live with these decisions. I mean, Torres hit the post, and Lampard's shot was cleared off the line. Free header for Ramirez that he wasn't able to put on target. Shots by Drogba were saved. Van der Sar had a hell of a game. To be honest, I didn't really think United played that great. The goal for Rooney was a huge mistake by Bosingwa. I mean, Bosingwa is great going forward, but he's often a liability in defense. The only problem is, David Luiz is cup tied for Champions League, cannot play, and Alex is not fully fit. After that goal, I would have brought on maybe Ferreira at right back. But I don't know if he was even in the substitutes list. I really don't know. It's tough, because now Chelsea have got it all to do. They've got to now travel to Old Trafford and try and maybe 1-0 and get it to penalties, and they've got to score twice now, which would be tough. If it's the final score is 2-2, Chelsea go ahead. I don't know where it goes. 1-0 to Chelsea, then it goes to penalties, and we do not have a great record in penalty shootouts. It's a fact. Chelsea do not have a great record in penalty shootouts. Everyone keeps talking about how United just find a way to win. But let's be honest, I haven't been wowed by United's football in a very, very long time. They lost 2 league matches in a row again, and they nearly lost to West Ham. I really wanted that to happen, but it doesn't matter because Chelsea were only able to scrape out a draw at Stoke on the weekend. So it looks like the Premier League title is beyond them. But to me, still, it is very important for Chelsea to finish in that third place spot. Very important, I think. I don't think City are good. I think when City have some tough matches, FA Cup, which is going to be Manchester Derby, FA Cup semi-final against United. And I'm actually undecided who I want to win. I'm really undecided. It's for the first time in a few years that Chelsea have not been in the FA Cup semi-final or final. So I'm a bit, part of Manchester City haven't won a trophy now in about 36 years. Not that I give a shit. Because it would go say that spending money has won them that trophy. But, it's unfortunate. I do have some rubbish awards, though. And some Brill awards, if you don't mind, okay? It's been a while, alright? So, because of my first rubbish award goes to Arsenal. Fucking Arsenal, you guys are shit. You're terrible. You're rubbish. You need to take those shirts off, those boots off, bin them. Because you guys are just, ugh. You must feel right. Again, this weekend you had another chance to shorten the distance between you and United at the top, and you failed with another draw. My second rubbish award goes to Spurs. 4 straight matches which they have not scored a single goal. 4 straight matches without scoring a single goal. From the second leg against AC Milan at Old Trafford, that was 0-0. Ever since and since then, 3 games, 2 0-0 draws, and this one they paid the price because of course United aren't gonna go. Real Madrid, are not gonna go in a full match without scoring. I just don't see it happening unless it's by the likes of Barcelona or Lyon, who seem to have their number at times. So my first rubbish award goes to Spurs. Now my second rubbish award goes to Arsenal. In a matter of 2.5 weeks, they lose the Carling Cup final to Birmingham. They get dumped out. They get dumped out of the FA Cup, and then they get sent crashing out of the Champions League by Barcelona. It's poor. In just 2 weeks, and whenever Arsenal loses a match or fails to win a match, I always think back to this guy that I met on the road who was telling me that Arsenal are the biggest team in London. That's just fucking jokes. If you're the biggest team in London, you'd be winning silverware, which you haven't won in now 6 seasons. Silverware, folks. Silverware. That's what it comes down to in the end. Now, in Chelsea's sake, the middle of the season was a very, very rough time for them. Extremely rough time for them. And they're paying the price because they were tops, then they went down to fifth, and then they edged their way back up to third, and now they're fourth again with that draw at Stoke this past weekend. So it's gonna be tough. This for the rest of the way. It's gonna be tough. It's gonna be tough to progress in the Champions League. I know this. I'm realistic about this. I'm honest about this. But I honestly believe that Ancelotti perhaps should go with Anelka and Drogba up front, seeing as Anelka did not play. But it all depends. He may play Anelka at Wigan. I think at Wigan it's imperative to go with Anelka and even Kalu, because Kalu is now 2 games off. So that's what I believe should happen. Whether or not it will happen, I don't know. It's been tough. I do have a few Brill Awards, so my first Brill Award goes to FC Schalke 04. A 5-2 comeback victory, just pure dominance over the holders Internazionale. And for that, you get a rubbish award. Okay? There you go. And no, you guys get a Brill Award. I'm sorry, guys. I apologize. I'm a bit stoned. That's asking you why I'm wearing the sunnies, because a bit stoned. Don't want you to see my eyes. So I'm a bit fucked up at the moment. But yes, FC Schalke 04 get a Brill Award. But the other side of that is FC Schalke now can basically take it back to Germany, rest some players, and just park the bus, as they say. And the other aspect of this that I find intriguing is that the winner of Chelsea versus United will play Schalke. So basically, and Schalke are a very beatable team. So now the road is paved for Chelsea to get to the final in Wembley Stadium. Pardon me, the new Wembley Stadium. But it's all depending on, whether Torres can score, whether Drogba can score, whether Nelka can score, whether the team, you can have a concerted, hard-working team effort where the entire team can just put in a fucking shift. And I think that will be extremely important for them. It'll be extremely important on whether or not Carlo Ancelotti stays in the team. Whether he stays in the team next season, which I think 100% he should stay. Chelsea need the stability, win, lose, or draw, whatever the results are at the end of the season. Ancelotti should stay. Absolutely, 100%. Well, that's all from me. I'm signing off, and I just want to say thank you for watching, thank you for viewing, and this has been another Konsept1 media pass. Not press pass, you cannot fucking sue me. So you guys, remember my words, okay? I don't know whether or not Torres is going to score soon or by the end of the season. I really don't know. All over the house, but I think Torres will score all over the house, Yeah. She came closer, I popped up like bread in a toaster. Alright, girl plays over. I stuck her up on the wall like a poster. Then I told her, let me show you something you won't forget. Just hold me around.